right, it's the rundown. Today is Thursday, July 11th, 2024. I don't know why Nikki was so adamant about me hosting. I think it's because you know I'm illiterate and I can't read ads.
But I don't like hosting.
Well, today's show is brought to you by the Barstool Golf Time app. It's running its biggest giveaway this summer, the Riggs Cottage Getaway Giveaway.
What the fuck? Excuse me.
Where we're giving away a 2-night stay at Riggs' Cottage on Pinehurst number 2 for one lucky winner and up to 7 friends. If you have that many, God bless you. Here's how to enter. Download the Barstool Golf Time app. You can use the QR code on the screen, which allows you to book the best tee times and the best prices all in one place. Book all your tee times this summer with our app. The more tee times you book and play through the end of September, the more entries you get. On October 1st, we will select our lucky winner. So download the Barstool Golf Time app and start booking and playing.
I got it.
You got the app already?
Yeah, oh my God, yeah.
Can you play golf?
I don't care. I'm getting in that cottage, and I'm going.
Tee times, and he's going to the cottage.
I'm getting in the cottage.
I don't think that's a bad idea. Like, if you suck at golf, I would just book 100 tee times, get 7 of your boys, book 700 tee times, and just stay in his crib for a week.
Yeah, I'm panty raid.
What do they call it when you take a shit in someone's toilet up top?
That's an upper decker, but I would never do that.
Yeah, you would.
No, I wouldn't. Not to
You know who does that?
Who does that?
Ed's done that.
Ed's done that?
Eddie's done that, yes. He's
Why?
Jones has done that?
Eddie has done that, yeah.
He goes by Jones. It's an inside joke.
Is that
Okay.
He takes upper deckies?
He did it. He got
Does he just get
suspended in high school
confused?
for it.
Oh, no way.
And he shit in a urinal
So
before.
what?
He was a
I
swear to
shit
God.
prankster?
I swear to God.
Shit pranksters are the worst.
He shit in a urinal.
I think I can't. I love Ed, and I think he's changed his ways. But I don't fuck with a shit.
I think if you shit upper deckies or in a urinal, it's kind of like cheating. Like, once a cheater, always a cheater. If you're an upper decker, you're an upper decker for life.
Yeah, it's like
It takes balls to do that, bro.
It's tough to. It's a tough reputation to shred, for sure.
I agree. Well, Uruguay lost to Colombia last night.
You're mic'd up, but you don't need to yell.
Yeah, you're like screaming.
Uruguay lost to Colombia last night.
Yeah,
and there was
ASMR.
a huge brawl afterwards.
Crazy.
Uruguay fans, the players were fighting the Colombian fans. I mean, it makes sense. Colombia, they got good cocaine. The fans were probably all riled up, chirping them. So what'd you make of the game, if you watched it, but more importantly, what'd you make of the fight?
I love the passion, man. Let them fight. Listen, if they're talking shit, if you're talking shit to a player and you think, like, I mean, this person's more muscular than you, faster than you, watch out. You might get your ass beat.
That's fair. I've long said that mutual combat
Have you talked shit about players before?
Yeah, many times.
In a punching distance?
No. I was never that guy.
But if you were talking shit on, like, one of the White Sox and he hopped the fence and beat the fuck out of you, beat your face till it was a pulp, like fucking, like Sin City,
like
the yellow
pounding
bastard.
brain mad. Yeah.
He turned you liquid. Would you blame him?
No.
Imagine losing a game and then hearing, hey, fuck you, and they turn and see you barely over the fucking wall at the side.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck you. You would have to get your ass beat.
And it would be justified, and it would be, I think it should be legal.
Do we know what the guy said? Was he mad about losing the game and people were
So
cheering?
here, I'm looking at it now. There's a, what's it called when the readers add context on Twitter?
It's
a community note.
Yeah.
It said that context is needed. The players did not randomly just start throwing punches at the other team supporters. Several Uruguay players came to the stands to defend their loved ones as Colombian fans started to attack their families. Uruguay fans or players feared their safety. That's also justified.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Antonio Davis was a player in the Bulls a few years ago. So it was like 2 years after the Malice at the Palace in Detroit.
Yeah.
And like 2 years after that, Antonio Davis's wife was getting chirped at in the stands, and he flew up in the middle of the Bulls game, flew up in the stands. It's fine. I think that's fine. If you're defending, that's like,
but I mean,
might get in trouble, but
there's no matter how flat you make a pancake, right? Two sides. So, I mean, maybe you shouldn't do it. But it depends on
if I see my wife or girlfriend or kid and someone's like, and their safety's, I'm flying into that stands.
But what if your kid started it?
And I got my ass kicked on behalf of my son, then I would have
to get their ass beat, though.
Absolutely.
Like, that's why this whole generation's fucked up. Like, we didn't get
You're
spanked.
part of this generation.
Look at me.
Did you get spanked?
I got spanked once really bad.
Yeah.
I got the wooden spoon.
Yo, wooden spoon.
Well, I got
the
wooden spoon in the ass all the time.
Yeah.
But like, if you're Italian, pause. If you're Italian, like, that's just like normal. Like, that's just how you get spanked.
Yeah, I got the
You can
wooden
relate to
spoon.
that.
I was a really good boy always.
I'm sure of that.
I was a little shithead here and there.
No kidding.
Yeah.
What was the most trouble you've ever gotten into? Ever gotten into police trouble?
Yeah, I've been arrested twice.
As
How old?
a juvenile or as an adult?
No, well, adult, but not
No,
21.
You were acting like underage drinking?
Yeah, it was a fake ID and.
Oh, that's common.
That's
yeah,
fine.
Yeah.
What happens?
They take it, and then your dad has to come pick you up.
So my thing was it was a real person's ID. They thought it was me and that I got it made. So they're like, "Can I scan it?" I'm like, "Absolutely, go scan it." It was a real Illinois ID, and
You got a fake ID not to be 21, just to be like 5'7".
no, the guy was 5'7". I'm 5'7", asshole.
Okay.
Yeah. What? What do you?
I don't think you
What
are.
would they say, like on the height thing when you stood up and took your mugshot?
5'7".
Do you have a mugshot out there?
Yeah, I'm sure I do. Yeah, you could probably.
But
Look
that-
that
That would be
T-shirt.
awesome to dig up.
probably.
How long do you think you'd last in prison?
You'd be good.
I would walk into the mess hall or the food hall or whatever they call it and just start beating someone's
No,
ass
you
on day
wouldn't.
one.
I would be giving away my
What
brownies.
do you see when you look in the mirror?
Like 6'4" and 225 of like chiseled athleticism.
I think you do fine in prison. I think you have a good prison personality, but I don't think you beat anybody up.
Yeah, but
I think you'd be a good hand.
So I would not be a good hand.
You'd be a good celly.
I just watched. I would be a good celly. I just watched a show. It was called. It was on Netflix. It was solitary confinement prison, like murderers, rapists, blah blah blah. They were in solitary for 23 hours a day, and they got one off. 1 hour, like where they were allowed to be free or whatever in the prison. But the prison was so short on guards that they're like, all right, we're just going to open it up. All these guys are scrawny little bitches. They're all like spiders, with all due respect to Spider. I think I could hold my own.
Yeah.
They're all like weird.
Solitary confinement and then the junkyard
The
at
yard.
a prison. Like you're not gonna.
No, but all these guys in this prison were
Would
like,
you do better
nah.
in solitary than you would in general?
No, fucking shoot me in the face if I ever get to that point. Yeah.
I think that's usually what they do.
I don't think you'll ever get to that point unless you're planning on doing something heinous.
I don't think I am.
I could see you being a crime of passion guy.
Yeah. I'm not very passionate about a lot of things though. I'm kind of a snap guy, which is not a good thing to be. My father calls it the Williams loose cannon gene.
Okay.
Yeah.
But are there any Williams that have like?
Yeah,
are any
yeah.
infamous Williams?
Yeah. Yeah.
Prince Williams.
What-
I'm sure there's a Prince Williams. I don't know if that's a real.
Are there any infamous Williams?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Big time.
Like
Ricky?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's famous, not infamous.
Yeah, well, he's good. You know what else is good? The USA basketball team. They beat Canada last night. Anthony Edwards
Those
came off
crazy
the bench,
Canadians.
led both teams with 13 points. I feel like this is going to be a breeze for the States. What do you think?
I don't want to say that. I think this is probably the best like international basketball. There's probably the most competition this year out of any
That's
Olympic
fair.
year.
Yeah, I think so.
I will say I'm perusing at the Canadian roster right now. I just assumed that it was a bunch of like me's or Nikki Smokes or Nikki Trainees.
Don't put me in the same category as you, bro. I'm a certified hooper.
I don't think
Sure.
you make the Canadian national.
I think I would.
But
be on the
RJ
bench.
Barrett, Dylan Brooks, Dwight Powell, Shai Gilgeous,
Amazing.
Jamal Murray,
Dog.
SGA. That's a good
That's a
fucking
really
team.
good squad,
That's
yeah.
a good fucking
Dave
team.
Wiggins.
right
Hell
there.
yeah.
Probably they got
Yeah.
to, right?
And I don't know anyone
That
on
was just a
Spain, but
starting
they're
line.
always good at fucking
Spain's,
basketball.
they like the FIBA
Euros.
rules. The
Yeah.
FIBA rules are always a little bit different. It takes the U.S. team a little bit to adjust. I think they started slow yesterday. Is Ant going to be the best on the team? I know there was that quote. He said that he was the number one on the team. And
He was last night.
Everybody kind of shrugged it off and laughed. They're like, because he is funny. He talks.
I love him.
I do too. He might be.
I mean,
the one.
look, if
it
you
might-
look at this team, the starting five was Steph, Devin, Drew Holiday, LeBron James, Joel Embiid. I think you could make the argument that right now Anthony Edwards might be the most dominant offensive player in like his current form. Obviously, Steph Curry's the best three-point shooter of all time.
Yeah.
LeBron James is one of the best of all time. Joel Embiid's great when he's on the court, but when you watch Anthony Edwards play, I mean, he can get you anywhere. He can get you at the rack. He can get you behind the three-point line. He's got a great mid-range. I think he's the best.
Is he the youngest on the
all-around
team?
scorer. He has to be.
He's
one of
excited.
them.
He has energy. Everybody else. I mean, the season, you're still playing more basketball. This is your off time.
And I just love a good shit talker.
Yeah, I do
like,
too.
A guy that's just like drawing the whole game. I fuck with that shit.
Yeah, I like Anthony Edwards.
What's your take on him? You like
He's
him?
he's a stud. He's a freak.
I think to casuals, he's not. Maybe because he plays in for the
Minnesota,
Timberwolves.
yeah.
I don't think he's a household name yet. I think he's seeing this as his opportunity to become the household name.
Right.
The Steph Curry, the LeBron level, the Durant level.
I feel like the Western Conference Finals could have helped him do that too.
It
but-
could, yeah, it could have. But I still like. I don't think casual fans like myself, I'm never going to pay attention to the Timberwolves, really.
No.
Well, I'm going to catch flack.
Realistically, do you think you're going to watch Team USA play basketball?
If it's the gold medal round, or if like he goes off for 50 to win it all, like he's seeing this as maybe a marketing opportunity, a branding opportunity.
Captain America.
Yeah, I mean, LeBron's already got the entire, he has the entire world on his palm right now. Like, this is Anthony Edwards' time to shine.
Right.
You know, on the international stage show,
Yeah.
I don't think that's crazy what you said either. Because you were saying that people are like shrugging off like he's done number one on the team. I don't think that's crazy to say.
I don't think it's crazy.
Not right now, no.
Not right now. It's not.
He's a dog.
He definitely, everybody has a lot to play for. You know, you're playing for the country, but he might have the most to play for.
Yeah, no.
Right, he might.
We got robots serving beers at Texas Ranger baseball games.
Who the fuck are you gonna assault them? Who are you flirting with?
That's what I'm getting at. The robot's name's Adam. At least make it a girl. Like, give me like an
You wanted to have like
hot.
It needs that titties.
Yeah, give me
it needs
some
that big metal
tits or
titties.
like a dump truck.
Yeah.
Like these sex dolls they got in China, they look like real people. Throw one of them back there.
They have like bars where you can pay and just go, like you go into a little room and it's not even. It's a robot technically, but they look and I'd imagine feel quite real.
Would you ever do a robot?
Nah, probably not.
No, I wouldn't.
What if it's like stupid thick, like super fine?
It doesn't matter because, like, you know me, I fall hard, and I imagine falling in love with something that can't love you back.
Right. I mean, we're probably getting to the point where maybe
what if the robot develops a consciousness and
then that's where it gets scary. That's where it gets scary.
But
I think that's
what
where
about
we're
if you
going.
could program it to do exactly what you want?
I don't care.
Like
about,
she can make you a sandwich whenever.
I don't care about
slap your top
dude,
whenever.
I want her to love me even through the hard times, love my flaws, support me through my insecurities. A robot's not doing that.
You don't think?
Elon's on it.
I'm not buying it.
Okay, but
I don't want code to. Is a robot gonna hold me when I'm crying when I bust? No.
that's true. I like back tickles after I bust too.
Do you?
Yeah, that's my thing. What's your post bust thing? You just lay there like a fucking dead pig?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Here you go. Like,
Get off
should
of
you
me.
say?
Yeah.
But like, what do you think of the actual robot being a bartender? Do you fuck with that or no?
No, I don't fuck with that.
I do fuck with that because how many times have you guys been at a bar with a 20 in your hand, ignored,
Oh, yes.
I'm talking specifically at a baseball game. At a baseball game, this is the first year. I haven't been a season ticket holder in a while, but over the last 5-7 years, I'm a season ticket holder.
Yeah.
I've gotten to know my sections, bartenders and shit. It's like a camaraderie thing. And I don't like robots putting people out of work. I'm sorry. I know that's old school of me, but I do actually, like self-checkout aisle, I won't use them at like Mariano's and shit.
Really?
Yeah. Unless
Not
it's
even
like
if it's one item?
one item and
Yeah,
there's
but you're the
lines.
same kind of guy to bitch about prices.
Well, that
You can't have it both ways.
Yeah, I can have it
you
both
can't.
ways. Yes, I can.
Oh my God.
I can have it both ways.
You either pay the people.
I understand how it works because they have
Then
to
how
pay
can you
more
have
employees.
it both ways?
It's not their fault. It's not the people that are
Right, I get it.
ringing you up and bagging your groceries' fault that the economy has kind of phased them out.
What I just discovered, and I don't know if this is grocery stores everywhere, but back home in Florida we have Publix, and I always thought the grocery store buys the groceries off whoever produces it, but they just sell their shelf space. So like they're not really
Yeah.
liable for the markup prices on the fucking food. So Dave might be right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, I mean self-checkout is kind of elite sometimes.
If you have a short amount of stuff, sure.
In a pinch, it's fine.
I'm doing this for the sake of argument. I know. I'm awful at self-checkout. I'm slower.
It tells you to put the fucking milk in the put it in the bagging area. It's like, no, it's in the cart. It's fine in the cart. It doesn't need to go to the bagging area.
I don't think it's hit grocery stores yet, but if you shop at Uniqlo or something, you just put what you have in a bucket and it just knows what's in there and then you pay.
That's
kind of
now we're talking.
That is nice. That's 10
elite.
seconds.
That's actually kind of sweet.
Yeah.
That's kind of sweet. I've never seen.
But back to the bartenders. I mean, you don't have to tip robots, right? Are people inclined to tip these fucking things?
That's what I'm saying. You don't feel
sure
as guilty.
You have the option.
But where's that going?
No, I know. I'm sure it's still there though. It's probably just going to.
I feel like I'm tipping the iPad anyway when they flip it around and hit 20%. Like I feel like the tip you should know it's going to the server. Like when they flip it around, it just doesn't feel like you're giving it.
I would rather give to a jar.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I miss those. I don't even think those are.
And they get taxed. I know that for service because
tips get taxed?
Well, if it's charged through a card that goes to their paycheck, it doesn't go straight to their wallet. You know, they can fuck around with cash.
If it's a crazy busy bar, and there's like there's a human and a robot. You know what? Fuck it, it's fine.
Yeah, sure.
Because I've been waiting for drinks for 30 minutes. Your group of friends is laughing at you because they all have
Why don't you
theirs.
just send your girlfriend up there? She'll get the drink in fucking 3 seconds. That's what
Yeah,
you got to do. You got to use the women to get your beers.
Yeah, that's the move usually.
I'm too gentlemanly, man.
All right, I respect that. Well, speaking of being a gentleman,
Yeah.
man goes viral for dining and dashing on a Hinge
Great
date
transition.
That was good.
after she brought a friend.
This pissed me off.
How do you feel about that?
Pissed me off.
In which way? The dining and dashing, that she had the audacity to bring a friend?
The guy got taken advantage of.
I agree.
You know how nerve-wracking it is to ask somebody on a first date?
Off
And then he was
Hinge?
probably so excited.
Yeah.
She shows up with a friend. That's strange, number one, but maybe she was nervous about meeting a stranger in person.
Mm-hmm.
And then the friend ordered the surf and turf.
Yes. Yep.
So they were just getting a free meal and they were
Oh, she
laughing about it
requested
afterwards.
hibachi, and when he showed up at the restaurant, she had a friend with her. She didn't warn him of this. They put warm, I could read. Both girls ended up ordering surf and turf. Yeah, that is crazy.
That's tough.
And then when the waiter asked, how are you guys splitting the bill? The woman said, all on one.
Did you guys watch the whole video?
No.
So while I'm in agreement with the male subject of this story, he explained it from start to finish. So he was like, yeah, I was thinking maybe first date, maybe Panera, maybe get a salad or a coffee or something small. That's kind of lame right off the bat. And then she's like, then she came back with hibachi, and he's like, If a girl came back with me and is like, let's go get hibachi, I'm saying, yeah, fuck yeah, let's do it. That's awesome.
I think
But
hibachi
he
is a
was-
fun first date.
That's a fun first
Because
date.
you don't have the awkward silence. There's at least-
Exactly. Someone directly across from you, there's thing going on. That's like a perfect first date. But he was like, that's like red flag number one. I'm like, red flag, what is this?
Well,
and then
turns out he's onto something.
Maybe he's cheap.
But that was it.
Correct.
He should have gone into it knowing that maybe she gets, like, if I'm going on a first date, I'm expecting to spend way more money than I should be.
Right.
Going way above my means, and he was going into it like maybe she'll probably split the check. So I think there's some gray area.
It's
in this
definitely
one.
gray.
I think splitting the check on the first date is disgusting.
It's the
Like,
lamest.
if that's what you're thinking going into it.
I have a feeling he was. I have a feeling
Yeah.
he was.
Okay.
I have a feeling he was.
But even still, to bring your friend,
Yes.
not tell him, and then order surf and turf, and then say put it on one bill. Just one-on-one, like, sure,
Yep.
no problem.
Yeah, yeah.
But now I'm paying for three? No, you guys can split the fucking bill.
I'm torn what I would do in this situation because I wouldn't dine and dash because that fucks over the workers. But, like, I feel like if he paid, first of all, I doubt he's getting a second date. They're using him for a meal. Of
course.
And then they're going to be laughing at you. So I don't know what the fuck you do in this situation. I think I would have paid and then made the video.
Yeah. I mean, that would have been like the high road to take, but in that moment, like Dave said, if he wanted to go to Panera Bread for a first date, and now they're like, oh, we got 2 surf and turfs, and who knows what he got? That's probably like
he
$2.30
said
right there.
he got rice and chicken.
Yeah, so he got
yeah.
the
He got
the cheapest
$16.95
thing.
Yeah.
special.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those girls probably ran him up for $35. He probably bought them drinks
Yeah.
too. So, look, I think we've all been there once. You dine and dash as a kid, thinking you're like a little fucking
never done
rebel.
that. I've never
done that.
No? Okay, I just
Yeah.
told on myself. It's not cool.
No.
But in his case, like, does he have?
That's
like,
not dining
some
and
type
dashing,
of-
though. He's just leaving it on them. And I think, even though I think this guy is lame and he stinks, I think that he was justified because he brought
I think
the
the
friend.
girl's lame too.
I think everybody in this situation
Yeah.
has a little bit of lame in them.
And I also think first date dinners are lame. They're just so awkward. Like, I'd
Hibachi's
rather go to
different.
the bar, have a couple drinks, play some skee ball.
I feel like it's
Dinner's just awkward on the first date. You don't know what to talk
it
about.
definitely is, but then I think that's how you get to know the person. Like you start off sober, or maybe even have a drink before you go, and then you get like I think it's hibachi especially fine.
Hibachi's cool.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
like inclusive.
Right, exactly.
I just hate like one-on-one dinner at a restaurant and then you're sitting like right next to another couple and you just don't want to sound like you're on your first date, but you're on your first. I don't know,
Yep,
it's
and then
just
they're
weird.
listening in, and then it becomes a competition.
judging
They seem to be
you.
more in love
Yeah.
than us.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I don't like first date dinner.
I've never caught the shrimp at hibachi.
What?
Never caught. I can't. I'm
Open
not
up that gullet.
I'm not a mouth catch guy.
Let me see. Let me see what you're working with. You can fit a shrimp in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know where my mouth is. Like I know where my hands are. I can.
You have no
move my hands.
coordination.
I know I have coordination with
or
hands.
athleticism.
The mouth don't do nothing.
I'm just
How
saying.
many? If I'm tossing shrimp to you, how many are you catching out of 10?
And be realistic, Dave, because you always do this.
He's gonna
thing
say
where you're
11.
Like,
No,
like you
I-
could lock up anyone at the company.
And then there's going to be a week-long
five
thing.
or 5 on
you
you.
catch 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
I bet you that's below average.
No, I think
I haven't done hibachi in a long, long time, so I don't know what average would be.
Yeah, I've only done hibachi 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Never caught
Ooh,
shrimp.
Speaking of catching things in your mouth, have you ever seen those TikToks where these girls go to these, it's like a slutty chocolate fondue place and they're like dipping the banana in it and they're blowing it?
What's that place called?
No, I haven't.
I haven't seen those.
Would you ever let your girlfriend go to that place? And if she did, would you feel like she's kind of cheating on you?
With
she ate a banana?
No, I'll paint the picture. So there's a server. He's got a banana. He dumps it in the fondue and he's feeding it to her like this.
I don't think she would do that.
Would you consider that cheating?
No.
Imagine a guy just ramming a banana down
If she
your
was
girl's
like on a
throat.
bachelorette party, and I wouldn't give a shit whatsoever.
What if it's just a regular
if she went on like a
Saturday
work
morning?
lunch?
Yeah,
I'd be like, what's going on?
Nah, honestly, I don't think I'd care that much.
All right, well,
I don't know, man.
I mean, I guess I'd have to be in the situation, but I don't think I'd care that much. I don't know. We did skip one topic I want to say. I don't know fucking anything about soccer. No, you skipped. USA fired their head coach. I just want one thing. So I know the old guy was German, and they're about to hire another German guy.
Yeah, but Klopp is a legend. He's one of the best managers.
I don't care if he's the greatest manager in the history of fucking sports. He's German. It's an American team. Get in America.
And look, I agree.
That is
with this.
absolutely
No, but in soccer, and I had the same take. All these other countries use coaches from other countries. It's like that's how they do it in soccer. I agree with you. They shouldn't be allowed to do that.
I'm talking about for like the World Cup. I don't know how the Euros really work.
Same shit.
And World Cup and like the Olympic. Is there Olympic soccer? I don't even.
No, it's the World Cup.
It's the World Cup.
So, would there be a conflict of interest if we ever face off against Germany?
Well,
that's what I'm
trust
saying.
him?
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what me, Za, and Rudy, we were all talking
He's
about.
not throwing.
I'm like, what do you do if you're German coaching the USA team and you're playing Germany in the finals? Like, do you self-sabotage or do you win for the States?
Yeah, because you can't go home.
But let me tell you this.
If we beat Germany, big hypothetical.
Big hypothetical.
He can't. Can he go home? They'll hate him.
Yeah, but guess what? On 4th of July, Klopp made a post talking about how much he loves being in America. He had pictures of him in America, and he said, "Happy 4th
That's
of July
great.
to
I mean,
everyone in
I was just in Germany a month ago. It was fantastic. I love the country. Incredible place. I was in Munich, Frankfurt, other places. Amazing country. I love it. Would go there yearly if I could.
What if they asked you to be a third base coach for their Olympic team?
I would do it in fucking 2 fucking seconds.
Exactly.
But that's me, not some legend.
But you don't want a legend coaching this.
And if I were playing the Americans, I'd be like, fucking let's go Germany, like right in their fucking faces.
No, but
I'd be like doing it as an internet troll.
Like Don Shula, like coming out of the dead and coaching the USA soccer team. And the World Cup's in the States in 2026. I want the best manager possible. I don't want to host and get knocked out in the first round.
I think that it's just weird to me.
I think when it comes to sports, your allegiances go away. If you're a part of that team, that is all other allegiances go away.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because it's the same thing as pro basketball players get drafted and have to play against their favorite team.
Yeah,
they don't play worse against their favorite team.
I always thought about that, like growing up, if hypothetically I were drafted out of high school by like the Cubs drafted me.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd sign. I don't think.
Yes, you fucking
I really don't
would,
think
Dave.
I will say this now, maybe, perhaps, only based on the money, and I know how money works. Back in like high school, I was so fucking anti-Cubs that I didn't care about the money. I would have said no fucking way.
I'm not believing that.
No
No other team was going to sign you. Your only way to the bigs was through the Cubs organization.
That's not how it goes, though.
Okay.
And like
How's it go?
and if you get drafted out of high school, you don't have to sign. You can go play college if you want.
Okay, but what if they draft you out of college?
If it was like it would have been, I would have had to have been a senior sign, like drafted. I would have had to have
You would have chosen
other,
to go into logistics over playing for the Cubs.
Yeah.
You're an idiot.
Liar.
You're the biggest liar.
That 40 grand base salary.
You're an idiot. All right, well, a bunch of Amish showed up to an inner city basketball court and apparently gave them work. It was in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I don't know where the fuck that is or who even lives there, but I know.
Indiana.
Whatever. I know white boy Rick was
country.
bawling his eyes out seeing the Amish playing in the inner city, and they gave him work.
I think this was wholesome and beautiful.
Agreed.
Two very different backgrounds, and just on there, everybody. That was the beauty of sports right there.
Yep.
Was there a video of this? Because I only saw
Pictures.
I'm not
Pictures.
buying that.
That's my.
But I've heard Amish, that's all they have to do.
I
heard they were
wouldn't put
silky.
it past them. They don't have cell phones. They don't have internet. Do they have AC?
No, it's a little different now.
There's some strange rules that they can use.
All they do is drink milk and probably hoop in their spare time. They don't fuck right until marriage.
Yeah, but they got married young.
Yeah, like
Do they?
15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
But like,
That's rough.
I think, how do they learn?
Basketball?
Yeah.
It's passed down from generation to generation. It's Indiana.
Have you ever
the
seen
game's
Kingpin?
evolved.
Like there'll be the little bad boy in the Amish group, and he'll take them bowling.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It's the grandpa and not Ern McCracken. What's Jebediah? What's his name in Kingpin?
I don't remember. I've seen it once.
Oh, it's one of my all-time favorite comedies. But they snuck out and they went bowling, which is against the rules because there's electricity
you can't do
and
it.
all that. And he was a scratch bowler or like a 300 bowler.
Do you think there's an Amish guy out there that could play in the NBA?
Probably not. That's such a small percentage of people.
Would you say it's impossible?
I bet you there's some D1 Amish,
Okay.
low D1. No Amish are probably going to UConn.
Nah. That'd be a fucking headline though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Would you root for the Amish or root against them?
Why wouldn't you root for them? It's a cool underdog story.
Yeah, I like an underdog.
Me too.
I don't know enough about what the Amish do. It's very secretive. It seems.
Is there not much Amish by you? I feel like there would be in Eastern Ohio and everything.
Western Pennsylvania for sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was surrounded by it, but never.
Like in your strip, that's how I was. You go an hour south, west, or north, there's Amish.
I would go down and buy cheese, and that's it. And they would come and they would build you a deck in fucking 6 hours.
So speaking of
oh my god,
logistics-
they can work wood.
This is how the Amish.
No, I'm being dead on.
Oh no, that's the thing. Their furniture building is like unmatched. It's the greatest on earth. They would come to Chicago once every 6 weeks or so. The whole Amish community would come and they would sell their donuts. We called them crack donuts because they're donuts. They know how to work.
Well, they're slow churned butter.
It was the best donuts you'll ever have, and they would come to the city and sell them like on the sidewalk and shit. And we heard the crack donuts. Everybody would be in line for those donuts. But they would also take carton stuff and have their little like.
I think there are some loopholes.
Yeah,
I don't think
there's
they're as
Brings
strict
in
as it
money, you
seems.
could use technology.
Pretty
Fuck
much.
it.
And I know a lot of Amish people, I think, go watch their sports at like bars, right? I know they don't drink, but they'll go or watch like if they pass a
not
TV.
drink?
I don't think. So the Amish actually use. I think that they've invented jenkem, which is they ferment their piss and shit in a jar.
Jesus
And then they
Christ.
inhale it to get high.
No, they don't.
Yeah, I think it's called jenkem. Google it.
Why? What's the difference between just ingesting it through
I
your
think
mouth?
it's naturally. Well, you want the.
Oh my god.
No, I'm saying just ingesting alcohol.
I think that was an
between
Amish thing.
inhaling. All right.
I know.
One more note on the Amish. There's a show. I think it was on Cinemax. It was called Banshee. It was the Amish Mafia, and I swear to God, the first season's the most entertaining TV of all time. It's very bad, but it's so bad,
Yeah.
it's incredibly good.
Okay.
Have you ever seen the movie Never Back Down?
No.
Oh God.
Channing Tatum fighting movie.
That was the second one. The first one was without him.
What was
but
the second one called?
Never Back Down 2 or whatever it was, but very bad movie, but it's like my all-time favorite movie.
Okay.
Same.
That and Kingpin.
Yeah.
Well, Nate finished 717th.
That doesn't sound. That's a very high number if looking at it just there.
Yeah.
But he got 27 grand.
Yeah,
27.5.
Nate,
Yeah.
if you're watching, I'm very proud of you.
I'm proud of
brother.
Nate too. Like you can't just look at it as 7/17. How many people? 25,000.
A lot of people. No, and that's just because I can't read. Like I didn't mean it to sound like
No.
bad. Like it's very good to finish 717th place. Cash for 27.5, 60% goes to Big Cat. That's like what, 12, 14
It's
grand.
like 16. I'm trying to do the
Nate
math
gets
now.
a little chunk.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, that's all you need.
he's got to feel really good about that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
dude. I'd feel great going there, cashing, and then what's he have left? Like 10 bands to go fuck around.
He wasn't
with?
even prepped. Or he flew out there. He knew that 12 hours before that he was playing in it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Kudos to Nate. Big win for Nate.
Yeah. Shout
What's
out.
the most you guys ever won in one sitting at a casino or poker?
I've never played poker.
Every time I go to I hate casinos. I never go to them because every time I play card games, I get fucked. But the biggest bet I ever won was 10,000 on when the Bucks won the Super Bowl. My biggest.
I'm
bet.
4,500.
I won. Yeah. Biggest
one.
bet was around that with Rams.
I've won a few things for Barstool that were like, but that
Bad.
wasn't like gambling.
No.
Oh yeah, just prizes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't count. The last two here are about me. Nicky Smokes t-shirt sales. I'm not going to talk about that.
Very impressive as well.
Thank
Also,
you.
yeah,
Appreciate
super
that.
impressive. Yeah.
Thank you guys.
How many days?
3
days.
3 days.
3 days. Yep. And then my dentist. I went to the dentist yesterday. I put up Wilt Chamberlain numbers.
Yeah.
9 cavities, 4 wisdom teeth. I went for a basic cleaning. They couldn't give me the basic cleaning because they said the tar that's built up is so bad that the basic cleaning wouldn't do anything. So they have to like numb all my gums, shoot me up, and then like do some insane fucking cleaning. So I'm just gonna put it off until my teeth hurt and then just hopefully have enough money to buy veneers.
That's what you got to do.
Let me see your teeth.
They're not bad. You have great teeth.
Yeah, you have good. Why don't
Do you floss?
I do now.
You
This
did.
morning.
Okay.
Bro, when I floss, it looks like I got kicked in the mouth by John Jones. I was just bleeding.
You gotta
toughen up the more you do it.
You gotta do it.
Okay.
Also, there's a little thing. It's like a little stick that you can get to make it easier, where you
Like
tie
the water pick thing?
Yeah.
No, not the water
the
pick.
floss picks.
The floss pick.
That's
makes
what I've
it
been
easier.
using.
Nice.
Also, water pick is awesome, but if you don't have one or don't want to drop, I have a shower head and I put it on the most highest pressure and just. It's
No
the same,
shit. Does that
same
work?
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it probably gets it all out.
So be it.
And I have dental tools. You can go on Amazon and get all the little scrapers. I do that myself. Like,
Oh, I
twice
love
a week.
scraping my tongue
It's-
in the mirror. But
and hacking all the shit out.
gagging.
I think when I brush my tongue with my toothbrush, it makes me like motion sick. I always
No.
feel weird after I do
You
it.
would think, considering the amount of nicotine I consume in my mouth, my teeth would be bad, but
Yeah, your teeth
Yeah.
look good.
pretty good.
Let me see yours.
I gap.
Yeah, but you still look good. You're handsome. All right, that's the rundown. Thanks for watching.